I met Trump at the UFCs.
Last week in Miami, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was interesting, man. I mean, you're like, I love being at UFC, right? So it's like, for me, it is literally, it's like being, like, you ever been baptized or whatever?
Yeah, I got baptized.
It's like that.
Don't recall it, but yeah. I mean, I feel like, though, I've never been to UFC, but just the vibe of it, how they just have everybody there, it just seems like one big, I guess, for you, obviously, just an interesting VIP party. It's it's almost like the Oscars for cool guys, if that makes sense.
It feels like it's the who's who of actually who has some fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it feels like a little bit. And I'm not even saying me, but it feels like, that's the energy that Dana has,
Yes.
I got to talk to him for like maybe 12 minutes, just even talk about like some work stuff and like, and he's had a lot of great success in what he was sharing and stuff like that. And so that was really cool, how to work with advertisers, some business stuff. But then like Kid Rock is there. He rolls in with Trump. We're in like Dana White's green room, right? And I've been trying to do some like maybe some social media stuff with UFC. So it was my first time like doing some of that. But I get to be backstage by the fighters, It's like you're getting baptized, but right when you come up, two dudes are beating the fuck out of each other, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that, bro. And there's just so much going on. You turn this way, somebody's sad because they're going through defeat and agony. This way, somebody's a hero. This way, somebody just flatline. This way, there's like some ring model trying on a new top. This way, there's Joe Burrow and the Bosa boys.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson was there, I think. Yeah, I saw a bunch of people there.
This way, there's just some lady that's there that has the biggest tits ever, right? And it's like she has some jack dude is literally carrying one of her tits.
Probably tatted up.
Oh, he was so tatted.
Of course he was.
And she can't even carry both tits, so she's balanced, and he's literally carrying the other tit.
I want to be that guy. I want that job.
Oh, it was that. So there's so much going on. But then Trump rolled in, and it was just interesting. I'd never met a president before, and I'd never met Donald Trump before.
Now, don't take us the wrong way, but did he know who you were?
No, he didn't. His son knows me, Donald Jr., and I don't know if his other son Eric knew or not, but it was just interesting,
Yeah.
Him and Mike Tyson rolled in at the same time.
I'm assuming he's going to this event. I mean, everybody's going to just be there, and he's going to have to kind of make it seem like he knows you, no matter who he's talking to, because where he is, everybody is, I guess, of notoriety. Now, as a person that gets to go to those things, would you say you're more excited going into the night to see the fights or to just the spectacle of it?
Oh, I think the fights, for sure.
Yeah, I've never been to one where you're that close up. That seems like kind of a. Once you go there, you can't sit up high.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just to see the fights, but I felt real fortunate, to go. And yeah, you're just seeing these guys and like when they're putting it on the line, like I think in a lot of ways, comedians, strippers, fighters.
Yes, sir.
Anybody that does something that puts themselves out there. You're all trying to gain, like, to be seen in some way. You're all using something you have to attract, to get acceptance, kind of in a way.
100%. I mean, I've never done stand up. That's one thing I always tell myself. If I ever go to a comedy club or my friends send a clip of somebody doing stand up, I will never say anything bad about anybody in stand up. If you have the balls to get up there, all power to you.
Yeah,
I think all power to you.
Yeah, that's how I am about fighters, I think, because it's just so, like, I always had a tough time defending myself when I was a kid, and so, I didn't feel like I had protection and shit, so you get to see these guys who are doing it and find out the different reasons that they're doing it, and it's all, to me, it's real fascinating.
Did you get into a lot of fights growing up?
No. I got into maybe 6 fights.
Ooh, that's high.
And we had a lot of brothers in the area, too, so every now and then a brother will flare up out of nowhere, and you'll be in a fight. But yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah, and Trump's just like, "You're good. How you doing? You're doing good."
He's in president mode.
Yeah, you're great. You're doing great. Your parents are doing good.
Get with the parents.
It was just he's so like.
Yeah.
He said, I was like, my dad's been dead for like 22 years, and he's like, but before that, he was doing great. That's what he said. Dude.
He's in parents.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? He was doing great before that.
It's just so funny.
Actually, I kind of like, I was like, I appreciate that.
That was worth the price of admission. Yeah. That was better than any fight you're going to see.